From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Alrighty, everyone, welcome to the 802. I gotta change something here, but the 802 Cup Series live here on Extreme Sim TV as we get ready to go racing in the next round for these guys at Charlotte Motor Speedway here in round number 5 after 2 trips out to Michigan to get it in. First one was ended up being rain delays. Second one, we got it in with a crazy finish. We'll discuss more about that coming up here tonight later on, but right now we got to get to it because we're running a bit behind. But we're going to go racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight for 145 laps. Let's take a look in the midnight 145 starting grid. It's going to be Frank's engine, Johnny Barker on the front row. Row number 2 here tonight. Going to be David Omega there, Rob Lowell going to start 4th, 5th, Michael Fish. Cole Jarrett going to roll from 6th tonight. 7th, Nick Larson. Brennan Redford going to come off 8th. 9th is Chris Max. 10th is Eli. 11th going to be Mr. Gerard. Larry Murphy right there as well. Then it's going to be Christopher Ritchie alongside Mike Killingbeck in 14th. 15th, Jeff Barefoot John back there in 18th. Gregory Drez there. Aaron Brown going to be 20th here tonight. Matthew going to be 21st. Wayne Dewey going to roll 22nd. Here tonight. That is your starting lineup. Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let's take a look at our track facts here tonight for Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here we go. It's going to be 1.5 mile racetrack, 145 laps the distance here tonight for these guys. Track temp setting in a nice cool 79 degrees. Going to be an interesting race all night long here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as the car gets ready to go. Everybody will get ready to fire off here in just a moment. Pace car going to bring them down off of pit road as the field gets ready to go green with Frank Sinden out front. So Frank up there as well. Everybody ready to rock and roll. Again, 145 laps, your race distance here tonight. Thank you guys for coming out here tonight as we get ready to go racing once again for these guys in the 802 Cup Series. live here on Extreme Sim TV. Thank you guys for coming out. We're going to get ready to go here in just a moment. Go down the back straightaway here, and you see them as on your screen. Down the back straightaway, ready to go. Green flag racing here tonight. Be a fun one here tonight as we get ready to go for this one again. Everybody down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the first time here tonight. Again, expect this to be a really good show here out of these drivers. As always, Charlotte puts on one heck of a show. Normally, pace car getting ready to come down pit road and turn these drivers loose out of turn number 4. Here we go. Field out of turn 4 behind the iRacing pace car. Let's get ready to get her done here tonight. You're going to have 145 laps underway. Here we go. Racing at Charlotte. The turn one, number 1, Frank's engine jumps out to the race lead. Here comes Johnny David Omega. Side by side, nearly contact on the first corner of the race. That was the 28, had to jump out of the throttle there for a moment. David nearly come up into a car there of Rob Llewell. They'll straighten it out down into 3 and 4. Top side, car in the wall. Redford gonna get into him. Oh my goodness, nice save by Redford and other drivers there. Cole Jarrett nearly got turned around in front of the pack. Jarrett nearly got turned around. Redford grabbed a handful of wheel. Chris Max here in this battle, 10th, 11th on back right now. Gerard, Derek, Mike Kelling back there as well. Nice racing down the back straightaway here at Charlotte, North Carolina, into 3 and 4 for the second time here tonight. Starting to spread out. Christopher Ritchie in the mix of the field back here. Ritchie will fall in line. Eli, Mike Kelling back there. Larry Murphy, Cole Jarrett right there as well. Cole going to jump to the bottom. Here comes Jarrett around Max. Max going to be up above him. Great racing right now as they rocket down the back straightaway once again. Great racing mid-pack right now at the moment for the field as they run at the right now. David Omega right there. Rob Llewell up there as well. Now taking the race lead away from Johnny Barker right now. So Llewell will go to the race lead here tonight. And the turn number 1 and 2 for the fourth time here tonight. You see Rob up the racetrack. That car got a little doodah day on him, had to chase it up the hill. Did a good job of doing it, and he is going to just say, go on by, old Johnny. I'm not going to fight you here too hard for it. And these guys continuing to do everything they can right now as they work their way through. New race leader, Johnny Barker out front. Again, everybody trying to hang it on. Wonderful racing right now as they work their way through. Fighting right now. Nice job through the field. You see the 21 putting in line. Getting in line there to second. Frank's engine to third. Michael Fish back here in the top 5. Nick Larson there as well. We'll continue to rock and roll here in this round right now. As you see on track, Michael Fish, Nick Larson, Brendan Redford, Chris Max there, Brandon Gerard back here, and there is Larson. They're in that 22 machine, falling, or 82, falling to 7th with Max and 8th. Side by side in front of them, there's David Omega working under Michael Fish. The Fish are trying to hang on. We got a car out of shape. Gonna go through the grass. That's Larson. Good save by Nick Larson there. Got out of shape, went through the grass, grabbed a handful of race car and kept it rolling. Nice job saving that car here. Again, 7 of 145 in the books here tonight as the field works their way through down into turn 1 or 3 and 4 once again. Start to see the high lane come in. There's Eli with Brandon there behind him. Inside the top 10, Johnny Baker after getting the lead back away from Rob Llewell, continuing to lead. Rob Llewell coming under fire from David Omega. Omega going to jump underneath him. That'll be a pass for second. Move Llewell to third. Redford coming from fourth. So here comes Brendan Redford there up to the top 4 with Frank's engine giving chase as well. Been right there, Rowell. Redford all in this battle right now for 4th, 5th, 6th. Michael Fish going to move through to 6th. Chris Max back here to 7th. As Rowell continues to run underneath Redford here. Off of turn 2, give it to Redford down the back straightaway. He'll move into the 4th or to the 3rd spot, move Rowell backwards. Rowell trying to fight back underneath. Rowell doing a good job. He'll hold it down there. Off of turn 4, Rob Rowell back to 3rd as they cross the stripe. 10 complete here. Brennan Redford going to try to fight back on the high side. He'll go to the wall if he can. Can't do it. Nice racing between these two drivers right now. Doing plenty of space. Not really pushing the issue to cause a problem here down the back straightaway. There's Dickey back here. Dickey trying to hang on. He'll be running 12th here tonight. There's Dickey. And he's got a race cars behind him. Look at this chaos. Dickey trying to hang on mid-pack. Well to 4th. Redford still running that very outside groove. He's kind of become known for this season. Getting there up there and running the top like that, and it moves him to 3rd. Good job. Here comes Nick Larson. Eli back here. Larry Murphy inside the top 10. Good job for Murphy right now, running inside the top 10 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight early on. Only 13 laps complete if you're just joining this 802 Cup Series live here on Extreme Sim TV. Again, 13 to be complete this time by. There's Murphy, Christopher Ritchie, Dickey right there as well in the Tide Rod. 13 on the board. Barefoot, here comes Cole Jarrett there, the black and green machine. Jarrett going to work underneath Barefoot. That'll be a battle for 17th, now 16th. Gregory just up in front. Braz right there. Art, Mike Killingbeck there in the mix. Brandon Gerard, Eli up here with Larry Murphy, 3 wide. Watch out. Here comes the Tide Rod to the bottom. He'll slide to the inside, looking for running room. Great job. That's Christopher Ritchie in the Tide Rod up the hill. Run side by side down the front straightaway. Ritchie going to pick up the spot and move him to 9. So Ritchie moves forward into the top 9 now. Cardinal wall just behind him. Larry Murphy reach out and smack the outside wall. Here comes Charles Dickey. Eli there as well. 14 complete of 145 laps. Here tonight is Charles or Chris Max up there. Johnny Barker leads. David Lomega, Rob Lowell dropping back to 5th right now. So that car continuing to slide backwards just a little bit right now. So that's the 21 ride. Back to the 5th spot. He'll get a run on Redford into the fence, but he's going to make it work. Man alive. He got shot out of a cannon off turn 2. Stuck it to the outside, made it work. Good job, man. Gerard working through. Charles Dickey right there as well. Mike Killingbeck back here. Art hanging on. Good job for Art here in the mix here. Car up against the wall again. Larry Murphy getting a little piece of it there off of turn 2. We'll keep the car somewhat clean and green right now. Again, early on here at Charlotte Raceway tonight. So far, good racing. Fun to watch, I know that much, as they continue to work their way through. One car out of shape there is going to be Christopher Ritchie getting down on the apron. So Ritchie on the apron right now. He'll get underneath Nick Larson. Larson gives him running room. And there you go. Pass for position. Move Ritchie up to 8th here tonight. Ritchie in the Tide Rod up to P8. Johnny Barker out front leading the way. David Lomega there in 2nd. Rob Lowell to 3rd. Frank Sinjin to 4th. For the 3rd there, Michael Fish, Redford, Chris Max. All right there in line. 18 laps in the books here tonight. Still very early on, but we've seen great racing over these first 18 laps here tonight. And to cycle its way through. Michael Fish, Rob Lowell right there. Johnny hanging on. Nice job for him. There's O'Johnny up to the race lead. David Lomega to second. Frank St. John, Rob Lowell right there in the mix also. Rob Lowell, Michael Fish, Brendan Redford, Chris Max right there. Nice run for Max. He'll go to the bottom of the racetrack. Nice job. 19 and 145 complete here. Wonderful racing right now we're seeing here at Charlotte Raceway as this racetrack continues to spread out, and that's what we're going to see all night long, is them be able to use top, bottom, middle, anywhere you really want to go. And that's the beauty of Charlotte. Really great racetrack for these cup cars every time we come here. Murphy with Dickey trying to run him down. Dickey closing the gap in a little ways, little by little. Nick Larson right there as well. Through. Larson, Garrett. On the fence. One on the board. Johnny continuing to lead the way right now. Old Jarrett right there. Nice run for Cole. Old Jarrett hanging on right now. Great run for him. Old Jarrett mid-pack right now as well. They're going to sneak to the bottom of the racetrack if he can. Johnny Barker up front. David Lomega. Frank St. John. There's Brandon. Christopher Ritchie right there as well. Falling in line for Ritchie. Larry Murphy. Charles Dickey back here. Johnny still pulling away right now. 33 on the board. 145 complete. Bring on the board of 145. Johnny out front leading here tonight at the Charlotte Raceway. David Lomega right there in second. Frank St. John in third. I'm in third right now. Here comes Rob Lowell. Lowell going to come to the back bumper. He'll jump up to the top side. Nothing doing there. Lowell will slide back in the line. Michael Fish. Brennan Redford. Oh, Redford getting a piece of the outside wall. How about that? Redford had to grab a handful of wheels, straighten that car back up. Comes Frank St. John. Rob Lowell side by side. Lowell going to get clear for third. That'll move him to P3. David Lomega still second. Johnny out front leading the way right now. Johnny continuing to lead the way right now. 25 complete. Nice gap out front. Redford hanging tight right now with Chris Max and Mr. Brandon Gerard and Christopher Ritchie in the top 9. Here comes Larry Murphy trying to hang on. Top 10 for him, Charles Dickey. Mike Kellingbeck, Cole Jarrett there as well in that green, purple, and wine green machine. Nice racing here tonight as they work their way through 125 or 25 or 145 complete here tonight. So interesting to watch these guys do battle the way they're working through here around Charlotte Motor Speedway right now. Redford falling in line in 6th right now. Redford's falling in line. Brennan Redford with that tide ride going to close in up top. Again, working their way through here down the front straightaway, 27 on the board. But right now, everybody keeping it calm for the most part here. Cars on the fence right now as they continue to work through. Right now, 27, 145 complete. Johnny out front leading David Lomega. Johnny Barker, Frank Zingen, Michael Fish, Christopher Ritchie right there with Brandon Chris Max. 28 on the board with Larry Murphy and Charles Dickey. Mike Killingbeck along with Cole Jarrett right there as well. Nice run for these two. Again, 29 on the board this time by. Down on the board at 145 as they work their way through. Right now, there's Cole Jarrett with Johnny out front leading. David Lomega, Rob Lowell, Frank Zingen, Michael Fish. Brennan Redford right now hanging on. Johnny Barker continuing to lead the way. David Lomega there in second. Lomega, nice run. Rob Lowell to third. Here comes Frank Zingen, Michael Fish, along with Brennan Redford right there inside the top six. Christopher Ritchie putting the pressure to the back bumper. Both cars up the hill. Hello. Here comes Christopher Ritchie. He'll hang on, get it straightened back out. Ritchie will drop to 8 there. A little bit of a moment for Christopher Ritchie in the tide ride. Here comes Chris Max. Max will fall right in line here. He'll go the bottom now. So Max trying to make the inside work. Meanwhile, Larry Murphy back to 10th. Christopher or Charles Dickey and Mike Killingbeck back here. 11th and 12th. Eli Nick Larson there in the mix also. Parker continuing to check out here. Lowell back to third. Frank Zingen, Michael Fish, Brennan Redford. All right here in that top six. Brandon, Christopher Ritchie right there in the mix also. Again, wonderful job between these drivers. You see the 35 and the 4 really getting into it, coming off the corner nice and easy. A little bobble there out of Mr. Brandon there just in front of Christopher Ritchie. Ritchie going to have to take the top here. He'll slide up, see if he can get some momentum off of turn 4. He does. He'll draw even with the right rear quarter panel. Nice run. And just like that, Ritchie will move to 7th. Ritchie nose out ahead to P7. He'll try to do it again down in turns 1 and 2. Top side coming alive for him. 32 on the board of 160. Out of shape, working their way through right now. Again, 33 on the board. And 33 on the board, Johnny Barker out front leading. David Lomega there in second. Rob Lowell back to third. Getting 33 laps completed, 145 here tonight. John back here. Hey, buddy, he's going to be side by side right now. Nice battle for position. They'll work it out. Nice job. No problem. So no problemo. Let's go to our widescreen angle for just 1 second, if you will. Yeah. We'll go to our widescreen angle as the field works their way around here. Again, 34 laps complete here from good old Charlotte Motor Speedway. Beautiful racetrack here tonight. They continue to circulate here, single file. You're watching deeper in the pack right now as these cars continue to work their way and hanging on and doing a great job. Is each and every one of these drivers here keeping it pretty clean here early on. Johnny out front, Michael Fish, Brennan Redford. We've seen him dice it up on the top side here early. Always fun to see these guys just absolutely go at it, right? 36 laps on the board. That got a little dicey. Always fun to see them make it work. Guys continue to work their way through. Continuing to lead the way right now. Wonderful, wonderful job here as they work their way through here tonight. David Omega, Johnny right there out front. Omega behind him. There's Christopher Ritchie right there in the mix also. About Ritchie hanging on. Ritchie doing a wonderful job inside the top six. Brendan Redford, Mr. Brandon, Chris Max right there as well. 2 seconds the battle between the gap between first and second, and then Rob Lowell about 0.8 of a second right now off the back bumper here of David Omega. But look at Christopher Ritchie continuing to move forward. Ritchie in the tight rod able to move forward. He'll get to the back bumper of Michael Fish. Fish up the hill. Ritchie back to fifth. Here comes Brendan Redford right there as well. Redford slid back a couple of spots here from where he started. Brendan Redford going to go to the bottom, look for running room. Redford going to try to clear. He's got company with a couple of cars behind him. They'll exit turn number 4, and Michael Fish going to be the unlucky participant. Going to lose 2 spots that time, back to 8. Barker now up front. He's going to have a 3.1 second lead, about a 1/10 of a second quicker in the field right now. Scroll through where we're at here in the 5s, 32.5 range. About 2 seconds slower, over 39 laps than where we started here tonight on tires. The tires going to be key here as this race winds down. Larry Murphy going to make the move for position. Larry Murphy clear. Chris Max going to fall in behind him. Going to be a great addition here. 40 laps complete. Here as you see these lap times continuing to fall down to about a 2 seconds off the pace bracket as they run right now. That includes your race leader, 2 seconds off his fastest lap of the night. Folks, we're going to do a little bit of crank it up. We'll be right back here in the booth in just a moment.
Caution is out. Get a look at your temps to make sure everything looks okay.
Alrighty, back here as the first caution flag flies here tonight at the break here at lap 45. Sorry about that, had to step away. Had a big pit bull that needed to go to the restroom. Got her took care of. Let's see if we can talk to somebody here 47 laps into the 145 schedule. Wayne Dewey going to be out there, but Johnny out there in the Valvoline machine got the lead early in the run. He held on to it for most of that run. Let's see if we can find him here. There he is out of the Wolfpack stable. Johnny Barker. Mr. Barker, it's Matt. God dang on it. Johnny Barker is right up here in the booth. Got a copy? Hey, Johnny, Matt in the booth. You got me?
No, I got you.
Alrighty, man. We was able to get away on that first run there and pull out to a pretty sizable lead. How did the car feel? I've seen a lot of guys start to use the top there in that first run. Pretty good overall.
Yeah, the car feels real good. Like I said, I'm a bottom feeder, so and I after pitting, I saved my tires pretty good running the bottom too. So
yeah, I'm kind of opposite of you. I like to bang the boards a little bit up top.
yeah, I tried it in practice this week, and for whatever reason, I'm slower up there, so I'm gonna stick down to this bottom.
All these NASCAR folks don't know what kind of dirt terminology we're throwing out here yet.
That's right.
Maybe we can get a cushion up there, you know.
That's right.
Oh, man, best of luck to you in the Valvoline machine here. In that number 6 machine going forward, man, and maybe you can get back up there and get going.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, Johnny, best of luck, man.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, we're going to let him go to the Wolfpack as he's running out front. David Omega right there in second. Rob Llewellyn is set in third. Old Musket Dave back there. Really good run there as you see the Wolfpack 1, 2, 3 right now. Shows how good their cars are here in the stable here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. They brought some good pieces of equipment down here to North Carolina here tonight. We shall see if they get ready to do battle once again. Good here in just a moment as they come through. Lights off on the pace car. We're ready to go once again here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. At Charlotte Motor Speedway, getting ready to go. So, we'll get ready to fire it back off. And let's see if we can get rid of some of these bots here. Let's see, hide. There we go. Stupid bots. Eddie Sizemore, Miss 2008, 2018. For Lap Edward Sizemore, Richard Petty, driving experience. There we go. See Johnny Barker out front, David Omega, Rob Llewellyn right there in the mix also. Coming to the green flag. And no, guys, I don't think that the pit bull will let you pet her. I don't think that's how that will work out. Just not sure that would be a good idea. I mean, if you want to be a human doggy food, then, you know, that's on you. Coming to green. Here we go. Coming to green, 50 on the board of 145. Johnny Barker leads the way. Rob Llewellyn going to be the top two. Wolfpack getting it straightened back out front. Omega drops to third. Frank Zingen to fourth. Here comes a Redford, Michael Fish, Mike Killingbeck, Christopher Ritchie right there in the 35 Tide Ride. Going to have a challenge from old Cole Jarrett right there in that black, green, and purple machine as they work their way into the corner. Easy does it. Here comes Ritchie up top. Richie right there. Robert Outdoors. I hope my dad wins. Who's your dad, man? Might have missed it earlier on in chat. And Richie up the racetrack there. Not much doing. Johnny Barker continuing to lead the way. Right now, Rob Llewellyn, David Omega out front. That team with just some fast race cars. There's the 20 and 70 ride. Mike Killingbeck trying to work the bottom. Doing a wonderful job here. trying to hang on. Cole Jarrett trying to sneak through. Larry Murphy. John there in the NOS Energy Drink 47 ride. He'll start to move forward as well. Oh, Johnny's your dad. All right. All right. Well, he's got a quick race car. That's for damn sure here tonight. 52 on the board. Rowell the second. Wilmega. Frank's engine. Redford right there in the mix also. Brandon Gerard there. Michael Fish trying to hang on. Mike Kelling back there. Cole Jarrett trying to move through the pack. Can't do nothing. Larry Murphy, John there as well in the 47 NOS Energy Drink Machine. He's got Charles Dickey with all kinds of pressure on him as well. Meanwhile, out front, the gap closing between Johnny Barker and Rob Lowell. That gap about 0.3 of a second. Teammates out front getting at it. Frank Sinjin trying to move forward. There's Sinjin there in the mix also. Bradford right there in the mix. Here comes Brandon. Michael Fish, the Fishman there in the 20 machine. Nice run for him, running in that 7th spot. Mike Killingbeck trying to move forward as well on board the nose cam of that car as they work their way through 3 and 4. And what we're going to start to see, I would imagine, yet again, as this race wears on in this second run, took them a bit there to start working the top there in that first run. Will we see the same thing transpire here over this next run here? Again, there's the 47 NOS Energy Drink Machine going to go side by side with Charles Dickey out of the corner. Those two giving it all that she's got there. Johnny Barker continuing to lead right now. Meanwhile, here comes the 28 David Wilmega. Going to start to put that Kent 28 Ford Mustang underneath. Trying to look for running room. Can't do it. Brendan Redford, Gerard there, Mike Fish right there, Michael Fish, Mike Killingbeck, Cole Jarrett in the top 8. Good run for Cole here. There's Larry Murphy in the top 10. Old Murphy there in the good wrench service. 30 ride hanging on in 10th. Michael Fish going to move by the 4 camp of Brandon. That's a good pass for 7th on the racetrack right now. A nice smooth pass, no big deal there. He'll move on by. Nice job, Johnny Barker continuing to lead the way. He's got teammate Rob Lowell right there behind him giving chase. So Rob staying with him right now. On the right rear quarter panel, you see down the back straightaway, nose to tail. Down the back right now for the teammates. Johnny continuing to lead the way here. Johnny going to go right to the bottom of the racetrack, start working at the inside line. He talked about being a bottom feeder here. We'll see if that hurts him long term here tonight, or if that car stays on rails like we're seeing it right now. Camera went underground. I don't know how that done that. Must have been some mining equipment or something put it underground. Frank Sinjin right there as well. There's Sinjin running in 5th. Michael Fish. Nick Larson there in the mix also. Larson, great job hanging on. Wonderful race across the board here tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Cole Jarrett, Larry Murphy, and Charles Dickey. John there in the mix also. Nice job right here as they work their way through. Nice job 2x2 here. Brandon, Cole Jarrett, Chris Max, John Bowloo, Eli right there in the mix also. What's Eli up to here tonight? Running in the top 15 right now. Great run for Eli. Top 15 run at the moment. Happy to see Eli moving a little bit forward here on the racetrack. Eli hanging on. There's Johnny out front leading the way. Field's going to work their way down the back chute here. 60 laps on the board of the 145 laps scheduled here tonight. Teammates out front out of the Wolfpack right now. Larry Murphy, Chris Mack is going to go side by side. They're about 4 seconds off the race lead. The battle you're watching on your screen right now stacked up here in 11th, 10th, and 11th position. John back there in the mix as well. Why that camera suddenly messed up, but it did. There's the 121 machine, Nick Larson. Nick Larson right there as well. First car 1 lap down right now. That Navy number 2 machine of Matthew 1 lap down. Back in 20th right now, trying to recover the best he can. Meanwhile, it's going to be Johnny Barker, Rob Lowell, David Lomega up there in the top 10. Great run for these guys. Again, 62 of 145 complete here tonight, continuing to knock down some laps here from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Up front, Johnny leads the way in the Valvoline number 6 machine here tonight, 62 on the board. We continue to knock down laps here tonight. 145 complete. David Lomega, Brennan Redford, Frank St. John, Michael Fish, John, Nick Larson, Eli right there as well. There's old Larson going to work the bottom. That's the 82 right of old Nick Larson. Nice run. Michael Fish there as well. 63 of 145 laps complete here tonight. 3 laps complete here. Four complete. David Lomega out front. Johnny Barker hanging on with Rob Lowell. David Lomega there to third. Brennan Redford, Frank St. John right there in the mix. David Lomega to third. Rob Lowell to second. 65 on the board. Johnny Barker continuing to lead the way. Johnny Barker hanging on out front. Rob Lowell trying to give chase. Nice job. 65 on the board here tonight at 145. Again, 65 of 145 complete. Rob Lowell, Johnny Barker out front. Time by Johnny Barker out front leading. David Lomega right there as well. Frank St. John, Brennan Redford, Brandon. Mike Killingbeck there. Cole Jarrett in the mix. 66 complete this time by. It's a 145 in the books. Johnny Barker continuing to lead the way. 67 this time buys across the stripe. David Lomega right there as well. Lomega staying right with Rob Lowell and Johnny Barker. Nice run for those two. 67 laps on the board of 145 here tonight. Barker out front now, 7/10 of a second. 31.626 last time by. Lowell is 31.549. John back here ran a 31.6. We're in a 31 bracket across the board here. About the 31.6 bracket, 32.0 for Brennan Redford. That car is just giving up the ghost, I think, a little bit more than he would like. Here over the long run, about 2 to 3/10 slower than Johnny Barker. Car seems to be quick on the short run, but that long run, that car starts to give up the go-go's there for a little bit and has to sort it back out. Runs out of go-go tire. Cole Jarrett right there as well, right behind Mike Killingbeck. Killingbeck holding him at bay right now. 68 on the board. Johnny Barker out front leading, 70 on the board. Rob Lowell right there in the mix also. David Lomega, Brennan Redford. Redford right there, Brandon Gerard. Mike Kelling back there as well as Cole Jarrett. Mike Kelling back there in the mix also, 70 on the board. 70 on the board at 145. The field works their way through. Johnny Barker out front in that Ford Mustang. Valvoline number 6 machine. Rob Lowell giving chase with David Lomega right there in the mix also. Frank St. John, Brennan Redford, Brandon, Mike, Cole Jarrett right there in the mix also. 70 on 145. Complete here tonight. Michael Fish, John, Christopher Ritchie, Charles Dickey right there. Nice run for Dickey. 71 on the board. Meanwhile, Johnny Barker leads the way with Rob Lowell giving chase behind him. Nose to tail here. 71 to 75, or 145 complete. David Omega, Frank St. John stealing a nice little charge. See Rob Lowell right there with Mr. David Omega. Hello. Right there behind him. And he leads the way right now, 72 on the board. Charles Dickey hanging tight there in the mix also. Nice run for Charles. Hanging tight as well. 72 and 145 in the books as the field works their way through here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Wonderful drive right now across the board for 72 laps. Been mean and clean here. Wonderful racing. Meanwhile, Johnny Barker continuing to lead the way right now. Barker continuing to lead the way. Right now, the gap up front, 1.2 seconds. Kind of maintaining at that 1.2 second gap for the race lead. Here it comes. Rob Lowell, David Omega, Frank St. John, Brandon, Cole Jarrett. Killing back Michael Fish, Mr. John. Brennan Redford right there with Christopher Ritchie and Charles Dickey. It's Dickey back there in 12th, and then Nick Larson, Eli in 14th. And Wayne Dewey actually back here to 17th. Oh, Wayne Dewey getting into the fence a little bit. Just struggling to scotch, but he'll be all right. Johnny continuing to lead the way right now up front. Rob Lowell, 1.3 off. Here's a bit of a battle brewing between David Omega and Rob Lowell. Omega less than a tenth of a second off. 0.12 that time by, starting to close in on the teammate just in front of him of Rob Lowell with David Omega. 5 on the board. Frank St. John, Brandon, Cole Jarrett, Mike Kellingback back here. Michael Fish hanging on. Nice run for Michael Fish, but he's going to have John the NOS Energy Drink Machine going to step underneath of him there. Nice run between those two down the front straightaway. 2 by 2 they go. 2 by 2, nice job as they work their way through the corner once again. 76 and 145 complete here. Car on the wall behind them. Brennan Redford getting into the fence once again. Brennan's getting pretty good at smacking against the outside wall. He'll keep it going. Good for him. I mean, that could have been a lot worse, but been a nasty one. So right now, as we continue to run here, Frank St. John again, your points leader right now with Christopher Ritchie tied for the points lead. That is a good battle out front. Frank St. John again trying to get the race points lead away here tonight from Christopher Ritchie if he can. On David Omega 2 points back. So right now, top 3 in points. Pretty much top 4 within 2 points of one another. Getting very tight here in the 802 Cup Series as we continue to work through the season here. Nice job. Meanwhile, Johnny Barker continuing to lead the charge up front. What would it mean for Johnny Barker to get the win here tonight? He came in tonight 12th in points. But right now, he is on charge to have one heck of a run and maybe go to victory lane as he puts 80 on the board this time by. Or next time by, excuse me. Gap steady out front, 1.9 seconds. What he doesn't want, and I don't think anybody up front really wants this right now, is this to become one of them funky tire strategy races. You know, you want it to kind of run out to where you don't have to think about that too much. Right now, they're in a good position to have that happen. But again, yellow flags can change that and really mix things up for the drivers in the field. So you got to be thinking ahead of time what would you do if the yellow were to come out? I think you've got to come down. Tires mean so much. Like right now, we're about 2 seconds off the pace of where they started this run once again. Tires mean so much for these drivers here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and you see them sneaking through the gap now, 2 seconds. Everybody kind of spread apart. Nice little side-by-side battle. Christopher Ritchie, Michael Fish. Fish going to clear Ritchie off of turn number 4. Good move by him. He'll get clear. Move him up a position in front of Ritchie. Ritchie back to 10th. Brennan Redford 11th. Charles Dickey in 12th. 13th, Nick Larson here tonight. And Michael Fish going to get passed back by Christopher Ritchie. Nice back and forth battle between those two. And again, you got to think about what you're seeing as the tires continue to wear here tonight. How do you approach the long run of this race? Hard to tell you, but Fish is going to catch up. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Fish back to 10th. See if old Fish can get there. Car looks okay. Right now, he's running about 0.3 of a second off the leader's pace. There might be a tire wear issue on that 20 machine. Right now, we'll see if that kind of changes. I would like to see it change for him, but only time will tell, as they say. Again, that's kind of where we set 83 on the board. 145 here tonight. And oh man, that Valvoline machine has been on rails since we hit go here tonight. And he continues to do just that, putting them in the books. Putting them down, that's what you want to see. If you're him. Somebody else, maybe you don't want to see that. That's the way to run 84 laps complete this time by. Look for green flag stops. Starting to creep around the corner here. From Rob Lowell and Mr. David Omega, Frank Sandrin, Cole Jarrett right there in the top 5. Brandon, Mike, Killingbeck, John, Christopher Ritchie hanging on. Michael Fish right there in the mix also. 84 laps on 145 complete. 85 complete this time by. Meanwhile, Johnny Barker continuing to lead the way right now. Johnny Barker continuing to lead. Barker out front over Rob Lowell, 1 and 2. One and 2 right now, 86 on the board. Brennan Redford back to 13th. Redford set in 13th. Larry Murphy in 12th. Right now, 86 on the board. Johnny Barker, Rob Lowell, top 2 right now. Johnny Barker, Rob Lowell, David Omega, your top 3 right now. Starting to see here as they work their way through 40 laps on this run since the restart. Everything's kind of slowed down now. 32.7's last time by for your race leader at the moment. Cole Jarrett trying to stay with him along with Brandon and Mike. And more. 32.311 that time by. 32.5, 32.499 for Rob Lowell. David Omega right there in the mix also. When we're starting monitoring for pit road here. Wayne Dewey right there hanging on up to 14th right now. Christopher Ritchie right there alongside John. That's going to be a battle for 8th. And Christopher Ritchie going to get clear. He'll move to 8th spot here tonight. Back to a top 8. A great job, Rob Lowell to 2nd. Johnny right there as well. There is Rob Lowell, David Omega right there in the mix also. Frank Sandrin along with Cole Jarrett, Brandon, Mike Killingbeck there. Christopher Ritchie in the top 8. Here comes Richie. He's going to start working the top. Mike's not going to be able to hold him at bay, so Richie going to continue to move forward here. Or pretty quick on old tires, looks like. Richie up to 7th. So Richie up to 7th here. Brandon, the next car in front of him. Last time by Richie, he's going to be about 10th off of him that time, passing the car. We'll see how it goes this time as they work their way through. Just for Richie trying to close in right now to Brandon there in the 4 ride just in front of it. 43 laps on this run right now. Again, 43 laps on this run as they continue to work through. 91 complete. There's Charles Dickey going to slide behind Larry Murphy. That'll be for 11th and 12th on the racetrack. Again, Cole Jarrett hanging on just in front of Ford Machine of Brandon. Those two nose to tail. Again, Johnny Barker continuing to lead the way. Rob Lowell, David Wilmega right there in the mix also. '92, complete a 145. Johnny Barker out front leading the way right now. Pulling away 3.2 seconds right now. David Wilmega hanging on as well. And these guys continuing to hang tight. Wonderful driving right now. 92 on the board as they hang tight here. Last time by 32.460 for the leaders. Again, continuing to slow down pace here. Johnny continuing to lead the way right now. 93 on the board. Rob Lomel, David Wilmega right there behind him. Nose to tail right now. Wonderful drive right now for everybody involved at the moment. Now we're going to start to see cars on pit road. Here we go. Rob Lowell coming down with the first one of the top 2 out. Down pit road here, tires and fuel. Right around 46 laps complete on this run. They're all going to hit pit road here. Height, 46 complete. And when he comes out, see here, he'll still have 52 to go in this one. Johnny going to stay out an extra lap here. He'll come down pit road. Here comes the 6 Valvoline machine. He'll get down pit road. 4 tires and fuel for him as well. So Johnny Barker down pit road as well. So he comes down 4 tires and fuel. 1 lap after Rob Lowell. He'll electing to hit pit road. Meanwhile, out front, David Wilmega. So Wilmega still yet to hit pit road. Look for him to come down this time. Let's stay out an extra lap or 2 is David Wilmega. David there in the 28 machine going to stay out an extra lap or so. Interesting strategy for David right now. Staying out an extra lap longer. See if it works out for him. Cameraman 96 on the board. It's time by as they work their way through. David Wilmega, Brandon, Christopher Ritchie, Mike Kellingbeck back here. Still looking to come to pit road. 49 laps on this run. 96 complete. Still waiting for David Wilmega to hit pit road. Wayne Dewey going to come down pit road as well. Now Mike Kellingbeck down pit road. Christopher Ritchie on pit road. That will leave about 3 cars on the racetrack that have not pitted. Charles Dickey, Brandon, and David Wilmega have not pitted as of yet. See, here comes the 21 ride. That's going to be Rob Lowell. One of the first cars that came down pit road to grab tires and fuel here. That works out. David Wilmega going to hit pit road here, so he'll come down 4 tires here. Now this will be the race that we got to watch. Where does the 21 come out in relation to race leaders. It's going to be interesting. There's Johnny on coming off of pit road. Johnny going to lose the race lead to Rob Lowell when this transfers through due to that pit stop. 99 on the board this time by. Rob Lowell going to take the race lead as it cycles through. Waiting on Dickey and Brandon to come to pit road. Brandon will be down this time. So Brandon going to come down. Tires and fuel. Tires and fuel for him. He'll get 4 tires and fuel and he'll get back out there. Rob Lowell going to cycle through. This is going to be interesting here. Final car to pit road. That is going to be Charles Dickey. That'll put Rob Lowell back to the race lead here, and we'll cycle through green flag stops here tonight. And we're going to have less than 45 to go. Charles Dickey out front. He'll come to pit road, stopping his box here at pit stall number 16. And here comes Rob Lowell with that 4-second lead right about that over Mr. Johnny. This is going to be good. I don't know that strategy for Johnny staying out is going to pan out for him. We'll see how that works out here over the long run. 45 to go. You still got some time here, but man, I am concerned how this will play out for these guys. It's going to be very interesting here. Johnny 5.3 seconds back off of your race leader. Frank Zingen back there, 0.8 off of him. That's going to be Nick Larson. David Omega, John back there in 6th at the moment. Cole Jarrett there in 7th. Christopher Ritchie in 8th. That'll be your top 8 here. So yet again, pit stop's going to throw a wrench into this one with 101 complete here tonight. It'll be very interesting. What decisions do you make here tonight as we close in on the end of this one here at Charlotte Motor Speedway? Again, been a great race here tonight. I can't say that enough here at Charlotte Raceway, and we continue to work through cars going to the wall and whatnot. Great driving overall. Great racing across the board here tonight. 102 on the board of 145 here tonight. Decisions. Gonna have to make here late in the going. This is gonna be interesting. What kind of decisions do you make? That would be my question of the night here as we creep up on 103 laps complete. I don't know what you could do here. If you're a Johnny right there, you're 6 seconds off your race leader. I just think that the way the pit stop came just did not help him staying out like that. And with 40 to go, I don't think he's going to have time to get back to him. But nevertheless, what a race for him here tonight, regardless of how this works out. Running in 2nd right now, has a fast race car. 104 on the board of 145 with Rob Lowell continuing to lead the charge right now. So Rob Lowell up front looking to go to victory lane at Charlotte. Been a pretty well green flag race all the way through here tonight. Brennan Gerard back there, Redford there, Cole Jarrett, and Mr. Nick Larson. That's the battle for 7th. Larson will slide back a spot. Move him to 7th. Christopher Ritchie to 8th. Here it comes Mike Killingbeck, Michael Fish, Brandon, Eli, Jeff Barefoot here as well. There's Barefoot sliding backwards. Barefoot hanging on. Nice job here tonight. Man, oh man, oh man. Johnny Barker still in 2nd right now, 5.4 seconds. Starting to gain now on Rob Lowell, but he's going to need to do it pretty quickly because he's also got Frank Zingen knocking on the back door right now. He's got Frank Zingen right there on the back door. 5.2 seconds. Let's see this time by. Yeah, these tires starting to come in now. For Johnny here, this strategy might actually pan out. We'll have to wait to see. 107 laps complete. It's so interesting here as this race works its way through. Christopher Ritchie and Nick Larson side by side. Larson gonna take and slide back to 8th, Ritchie to 7th here tonight. Mike, Michael Fish, Brendan Redford, Eli, Larry Murphy right there as well. 109 on the board this time by as the field works their way through. $109 laps on the board. Rob Llewell continuing to lead here. Gap now 4.4 seconds back to Johnny Barker. Barker continuing to chop into that lead like a red oak in front of him. One X strike at a time. So continuing to chop down the lead. 3.9 that time by. Great job moving back forward. I thought there for a while this strategy might not work out, but it's starting to pan out the longer into this run we get. Johnny continuing to work through 3.6 back. You see Rob Llewell continuing to lead the way right there with some light traffic in front of it. Have to work forward and try to figure out a way to get by this lap traffic as fast as possible. 111 on the board. Larry Murphy, Eli back here side by side. Good, I'm telling you. The finish here is going to be really, really good as we work our way towards the end of this. This is going to be good. Right there. 111 on the board. So right here as we work our way through 112 on the board. Up front, Rob Llewell continuing to lead. That gap now down to 2.9 seconds. Johnny continuing to chop into the red oak tree of the lead here. Right behind him, you got some battling. Cole Jarrett on there. Lap traffic around them. Everybody trying to hang on. 113 on the board. Cole Jarrett hanging on. Mike Kellenbach, Nick Larson right there as well. 114 on the board. Rob Llewell out front. So Rob Llewell hanging on out front. 114 on the board. Christopher Ritchie back there in the mix also. Christopher Ritchie hanging on. Rob Llewell. Johnny hanging tight. 114 on the board this time by. Llewell continuing to lead. Right now the gap down to 1.7. Continuing to close because here comes Johnny Barker. David Womega a couple of car lengths back. Frank St. John inside the top 3 as well. Nice job working our way off of turn number 4. Gap up front now 1.5. That gap continuing to close quickly here tonight at Charlotte. Johnny just committed to that bottom line. Where your race leader, Mr. Rob Llewell, up top, running the boards, trying to keep the momentum up top here. Interesting strategy how these two differ up front right now. But right now, it's going the way of Johnny Barker, closing in little by little here. Run here, 16 laps on the 16 laps on the board. Field works their way through this time by. Rob Llewell right there as well out front leading. That's the way we set here as they work their way through. Rob Llewell, Johnny Barker, Frank Zinjan right there as well. Oh, Jarrett, John. Jarrett right there as well. Richie. Nice job. Rob Llewell continuing to lead, but right now that gap now down to 0.5 of a second. You see Johnny Barker continuing to be dedicated to the bottom here and closing in rapidly on that number 21 machine. This is going to be very good here as here he comes. Johnny Barker right to the bottom. Ate up almost 6 seconds on your race leader. Nice job, man. He is closing rapidly. Again, I did not think he would get even this close. Now he's almost there to the back bumper of Rob Llewell here tonight. And it's going to be very interesting here. Gap down to 0.3 of a second. Coming up on 25 to go here. Coming to 25 to go next time by. Johnny still closing. Starting to really close on the back bumper of Rob Llewell out front. 1 and 2, nose to tail. How is this going to work off? It looks like he's going to cut into the gap again. Every time that Rob goes to the top, he cuts in. And that's, if Rob would get down to the bottom, I don't know that he would gain on him as much. If he could get that car to rotate the bottom here, just doesn't look like his car is going to make it work. And here comes Johnny. Johnny right there to the bottom. Rob going to shut the door. Nice move. Rob Llewell shuts the door on Johnny Barker here. Battle for the race lead late at Charlotte. The tail, let's see how it goes. Nose to tail right now. Here we go. Rob Llewell, Johnny Barker, your top two. Don't forget about Frank Zinjan right there with them as well. Nice run out front. Here we go. Johnny Barker going to dip to the bottom yet again. Nothing doing down there. He's got to get alongside to make it happen. Got to get to that ref rear quarter panel. But aero tight maybe. Now what decisions does he make now that he's caught that dirty air of Rob Llewell here? Nose to tail out front. Nice job, Michael Fish back here as well. Nice run for him inside the top 10. What about Mike Kellingbeck, Cole Jarrett right there as well? Good run for him. I'm keeping the monitor on the front two situation. Here comes Frank Zinjan putting pressure on the back of Barker. He'll go the fence. Llewell into the outside wall. Rob Llewell into the fence. He's going to lose the race lead. Oh, no. I think he's hurt that race car quite a bit. Went down into the corner, got the outside wall with, oh. Take a look at it here. Goes down into the corner here. The car never turned. Did he have a flat? What happened here? Man. Into the outside wall. Gives up the race lead. He's coming to pit road, guys. Something majorly wrong with that race car. Possible win going to ride from Rob Llewell. That's going to give Johnny Barker the race lead now with 20 laps to go. Now he's got to hold off Frank Zinjan here. Engine right there behind him. 20 laps to go at Charlotte. Be 20 laps to go here as they work their way through. Nice job. Now what? Now what do you do up front? Barker back to the race lead. Great job, Barker back to the race lead. 20 laps to go here at Charlotte. Vision time again here. Working our way through. 19 laps to go. Nose to tail out front. Johnny Barker continuing to lead here. 19 to go. Engine, good run off the corner. Here comes Frank St. now. Engine going to dive to the top side, trying to make it work. Can't do it. He'll lift off there. Oh boy, this is going to be big here. 18 to go at Charlotte. Oh, St. out of shape off of turn number 4. Nice job, Frank St. David Omega, Christopher Ritchie right there as well. Out front, leading the way, Johnny Barker continuing to lead. They worked their way through. Frank St. right there as well. Nice job, 17 to go. $17 to go. David Omega to third. Johnny Barker there as well. $16 to go. Right now, Johnny Barker out front. Here comes the 62 of Frank St. right there as well. David Omega, a couple of cars back. Nice job. 16 to go here. The lap down car coming right now. Nice job. Meanwhile, Johnny continuing to lead the way. Cole Jarrett back here. Mike Killingbeck, nice little battle as well. Nose to tail, that's going to be 6th and 5th. Larry Murphy alongside Brennan Redford here. Battle for position. You got some cars diving down pit road. Need to go. Johnny Barker pulling away, 14 to go. Now, does he have enough fuel? He should to get all the way to the end here tonight. Redford continuing to battle here with Larry Murphy. Murphy up to the 9th spot. Redford back there to 10th. Nice battle inside the top 10 here. Nice job. Redford back out in front of him. Meanwhile, Barker, Frank St. The battle continues up front. 13 laps to go. 13 to go. Nice job. Nice job. Everybody going to work their way down the back straightaway. 13 laps to go. 13 to go here tonight. Who's going to hang on? Johnny Barker continuing to lead. 12 to go. Frank St. there in the mix also. 12 laps to go. Meanwhile, Michael Fish, Mike Killingbeck side by side. That's going to be for 6th and 7th on the racetrack. Michael Fish will slide back to 7th. Barker continuing to lead. Nice job. Johnny Barker continuing to hang on. Frank's engine there second. Frank trying to get a run here. 11 to go. Frank trying to get a run to the back bumper here. 11 laps to go at Charlotte. Nice job. Nice job. 10 laps to go right now. Johnny Barker, Frank Zandon, David Omega. There's Christopher Ritchie, Cole Jarrett right there as well. Nice battle here for position. The 20 and the 7 going at it. Nice little 3-car battle. That's 5th, 6th, and 7th. 5th, 6th, and 7th right now doing battle on the racetrack. Cole Jarrett hanging on to that 5th spot. Again, nice job. 9 laps to go this time by. Johnny Barker continuing to lead the way here. Johnny Barker out front, 8 to go. And oh man, 8 laps to go. Battle right now out front. Good. This is going to be a good battle here. Through the way through right now. 7 laps to go. Working our way through, trying to hang on. Everybody gonna get back to the bottom. And oh man, 7 laps to go here tonight. Seven laps to go. Johnny Barker out front now, 6 to go, working his way through. Interesting. Be good right here. Working their way through, down the front straight away. 5 laps to go. Nice job. Right now, everybody hanging on, doing everything they can. 4 laps to go. Frank's engine right there. David Omega in the mix as well. 4 laps to go here tonight. Four laps to go with Johnny Barker, Frank's engine leading the charge. Now to 3 to go. Michael Fish, Mike Killingbeck back here as well. 3 laps to go this time by. 3 laps to go this time by, coming to 2. To go this time by. Gonna be interesting. Nice little battle. Frank's engine. Johnny, not enough fuel to make it. He's gonna come to pit road. Barker comes up shy. Now, can Frank's engine make it? And oh man, Frank's engine gonna hang on out front.
Caution's out. How's my radio been today? Could you hear me fine?
Ready to go, caution on the racetrack. We got problems on the racetrack, Charles Dickey. And here we go, another late race yellow, the 30 around front straightaway. And that is going to be interesting. Wow. The 30 around front straightaway brings the caution out, Larry Murphy. And that means we're going to have a green, white checkered. Right here. Just trouble, hooks them into the outside wall. Both cars go around. And the caution flag flies away late here tonight. Caution out. Frank's engine leads the way. Oh boy, this is going to be rough. Well, gonna be good. Everybody down pit road, fuel and tires. Really, really good. Get ready to go to fuel green once again. Frank Sinjin, David Womega, Rob Wilwell right there as well. Ready to go once again. Caution is out. Ready to go. How this goes as we get ready to go back green. Rob Lowell with 3 laps to go. Caution out. Oh, Lowell back in this thing once again with a race caution. It's going to be good. Oh, this is going to be good. Rob Lowell leads the way right now out front of the field. So Rob Lowell somehow back in the charge of this one. And man. Oh. Caution on the racetrack here. Lowell, old tires, trying to hang on. The 6, not able to make it. 15th. Look at that. He's on the lead lap, but he's going to drop to 15th with the caution coming out. Are you kidding me? Caution is out. And Johnny Barker, after having a dominant race car, hopes of winning here tonight, going to go up in smoke. And now Rob Lowell will lead them to green. Womega will be second. Third is going to be Richie. Heartbreak. Johnny Barker. Real late. I can't believe it. Well, we're going to get them stacked up and get ready to go once again. Here we go. We'll get ready to go double file once again. Green, white, checkered finish. Here tonight. Good. Bravo well. We'll bring them to green on old tires. We seen last week this go awry. 2, 1 lap to go. Lights off on the pace car. We'll get the way round cars around and we'll get ready to go. Green, white, checkered. Rob Lowell, David Omega, Christopher Ritchie up there in the top 5. Michael Fish, fresh tires behind Rob Lowell. I don't see any way Rob Lowell holds them at bay here. Here we go. The green. This is going to be very interesting late. Going to be a lot of touch and go moments here for the field. I just cannot believe we got the late race caution that we got. But here we go. One heck of a ride. Rob Lowell will bring them to green. Let's get ready to finish this one off. Lowell leads. Omega, Ritchie, your top 3. Here we go, coming to green. Green flag to fly here at Charlotte. Green, white, checkered finish. Let's go here. Rob Lowell, green flag, and let's go. We're racing. Oh, big checkup. That's the problem. It's going to give David Omega an opportunity on the top. Into turn 1. Here we go. 2 laps to go. Omega, look at that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy. Everybody's scrambling. Omega gets clear. 3 wide. Can they make it? They do for now. No, they don't. It's a 35 around. Ritchie hard in the inside wall. We stay green for now. And caution is out. Holy cow. Ritchie got turned out of that. Wow. We knew the old tires was probably not going to work. And look at this. They got jacked up off of turn 2. And Ritchie gets launched. Look at that. Oof. Well, you're Ritchie. You're not happy right now. There are a lot of guys who are not happy right now, to be honest. Oh, boy. So Omega will get the race lead. We'll stack them up and do it all again. There we go. Get ready to go back to green once again. Double file. We're in a moment. How this attempt number 2 works. Oh, no. Oh, green, white, checkered attempt number 2 here tonight in just a moment. We'll be right back for the restart here at Charlotte. All right, here we go. Green, white, checkered attempt number 2. We'll stack them up. If we can get it in this time. 2 green, white, checkered attempts here tonight. We'll go double filed once again. Nope, white still on the pace car. Not yet. Now, the old tire situation just did not go well for Rob Lowell on that restart at all. Honey Barker's recovered to 11th. After leading the most of this race here tonight. Can't be too thrilled how the night's turned out for him. We get ready for a restart really late in the going. Eight laps to go. Start coming. David Omega out front, coming to green. Free to go. Green and white checkered shootout once again. 802 Cup Series live here on Extreme Sim TV, ready to go. Ready for a restart once again. Be good. Start. Let's get ready to do it, folks. Everybody strap in tight because it's going to be a restart and a half. Coming to green. Two laps to go this time by. Field coming to green. Here we go, green and white checkered attempt number 2 here tonight. Field out of turn number 4. We'll pass the Toyota sign on the wall, get ready to go. Green flag racing once again. 2 by 2, let's go. See if we can get it in this time. Whoa. Coming to green, field out of turn number 4. Coming to green, 3 to go.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. Ooh, that may be a jump. I don't know. It's going to be tight. Down into turn 1, 2, and 3 wide. For a second. Oh, contact. That's not going to end well. Nope. Oh, it's going to be the whole field. Oh, hell. Everybody wrecking off of turn 2. It's a wrecking party. Yellow is out, 2 to go, and that's going to end it. And there you go in Calamity Corner. And it's David Omega going to get the win as everybody wrecks off of turn 2. And there you go in classic fashion. 2 and 3 wide. Outside wall party. Everybody gets into the outside wall. And caution out. Yet again. So that is going to end it. Caution is out. David Omega will win it. Brandon, Rob Lowell, your top 3. Somehow Rob made it through all that craziness. And the last lap going to come to checkered. This time by under caution. And there we go. Caution is out. Checkered out. David Omega out front leading. There we go. David Omega gonna win his way in. Omega getting the W here tonight. Checkered flag out. What a job. And there you go. David Womega, Rob Lowell. Gonna be your top two. The Roel, Jarrett, Dickey in your top five here tonight. Fish, Blue, Barker, Eli, Larson, Frank St. John, Barefoot, Matthew Dewey back there. So many cars. What a finish here tonight. Wow. So let's get ready to talk to our race winner, David Womega, here tonight. Oh, David Womega getting it done here. Checkered flag in the air. Wow. What a race here tonight. The 28 goes to victory lane here at Charlotte Raceway. Talk to David in just a moment. Brandon right here. Hey, Brandon, man, Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy. Hey, Brandon, Matt up here in the booth. You got me, buddy? There we go. Everybody's starting to file in. Oh, Brandon's not there, so we'll try Rob right quick. Hey, Rob, Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
Well, back in the top three again, and I'll tell you what, that was an interesting finish to say the least.
Yeah, so I was running second there to Johnny, or I was leading actually with like
you were
25 to
leading.
go, and I was 4 or 5 laps short of fuel. I knew I couldn't save it. So I was contemplating coming to pit road, like lap with 25 to go, taking 4 tires and just going like hell and trying to make it up. And I reached down to switch my fuel from 15 gallons to 3.6. And I put it in the wall and broke the right front toe link. And then I had to limp around from turn 1 all the way around to the pits. Came in, used the fast repair, got some fuel, got some new tires. And with 2 to go, I was back up to 7th. And there was guys that were going to run out of fuel. I would have had a top 3 anyways. And then the yellow came out. So
Yeah,
I had no fresh
then you
tires.
started in front of the field on old tires.
It was no fresh tires. And I just kept telling guys in the restarts, hey, the 21's got an old rubber. I'm going to hold her on the white line. First restart, I got moved up a little bit there in the middle. I just tried to hold my line, let those guys race for the win. Caution came out. I restarted 5th. Said the same thing to them, guys. I'm on old rubber. I'm just going to hold my line. And we go down to 1, and I see, second, third, and fourth end up in a wad up in the wall. And Brandon kind of bounced down and got clear back in a second. I came out of third. So it's, hey, they say you're better to be lucky than good. I was lucky tonight, and I'll take it.
Yeah, that was what you would call in that. Let's do PG. Like, we'll try to be as PG as we can here. Turn 1 is what we would like to call in the industry as a cluster F.
Yeah, so up here in the Northeast, there was for a long time, there was an awesome race promoter, Tom Curley. He ran the NASCAR North Series back in the 80s, and then he started his own American Canadian Tour Series along with Ken Swire. And we raced for Tom for 5 seasons, and we had a night kind of like tonight where things just didn't go our way, and we came into the pits and made some adjustments and threw a shock on the car, and we got back to a top 3. And what Tom told us was, boys, that's turning chicken shit into chicken salad.
Exactly.
That's what I tried to do there at the end.
Well, man, not only that, last week, you had that craziness last week as well.
Yeah. So league rules is we don't clear black flags. And I was running 4th, and the second place car spun his tires, shot off the track. At the time, I thought he got in the wall and wadded it up, but he didn't. He just had to jump out of the gas, and myself and Dave Lamaga passed him. We finished 1-2, and then everyone else in the lead lap except Aaron Brown and Mike Fish. So Dave and I got black flags for passing the the 20 car when he spun his tires on the inside before the start-finish line.
Right.
Legitimate black flags. And then the rest of the field passed the pace car on the last lap. They crossed the finish line ahead of the pace car. So the entire lead lap field, except for Mike Fish and Aaron Brown, and they were running. Aaron was ahead of Mike. I think they were 9th and 10th. They did not get black flagged. So we enforce all the black flags. So that moves Aaron to the win. So Aaron won the Michigan Pleasant 90 last week, which was presented by Out of the Woods Crafts.
Or otherwise known as round 4.2.
Yes, round 4.2, version 4.2. And Mike Fish finished second, so congratulations to those guys. Because everyone else in the lead lap got a black flag, we said the black flags are going to be held in the order you were running to make it fair. So that moved me back up to third. So, yeah, I'll take the win in Bristol. I'll take a third last week. I'll take a third this week. We'll keep stacking pennies, keep trying to, just put the points in the bank and be above the cutoff. We have a super competitive points race.
Yeah,
and man, what a race tonight, huh?
Yeah, that was
good. 143 laps of just the comp caution. I mean, proud of these guys in this league.
And then the bottle popped off the cork.
Yeah, but man, it's for all the roses at that point. You got to expect it. We'll go back, review a couple of the things that happened in the last few laps, but really proud of this league. 143 laps of just a comp caution. That's good, clean racing, and it was hard racing. So I want to thank Greg Drace. He sponsored tonight's race, and it I don't have it memorized, but I'm trying to find it here.
Yeah, I was trying to get the logo to work, but it didn't work either.
+7 photography and graphics. It's Greg Drace, driver of the 64 car, godfather of the Joe Six-Pack Racing Team. So thanks to Greg and +7 photography and graphics for sponsoring tonight's race. And I'll let you talk to the other guys.
And Mark, 10-4, man. Well, again, congratulations and top 3.
Yeah, congrats to my teammate Dave Lamaga. Feel way bad for Johnny Barker. He dominated this race, dominated it, and the fuel mileage bit him in the butt.
Well, see, in WWE, you got the Montreal screw job. I think that was the Charlotte screw job.
Yeah, Johnny kicked my ass all week in practice, and he did it again tonight. And he's gonna get more than one win this year. He's super awesome guy. Him and I started Wolfpack racing together, and man, I'm heartbroken for him. I'm happy for Dave, and the same token, I'm heartbroken for Johnny.
Oh man, well man, it was fun tonight once again.
Thank you for all Extreme Sim TV does for us, and we'll see everyone next week at Watkins Glen.
Yay, Red Cars.
I'm not looking forward to that. But
that was sarcasm.
I will. I'm just gonna try to come out there in one piece. That's all I'm gonna say.
There you go, man. I'll holler at you later, buddy.
Thanks. Bye.
Let's get Dave. It's the Davester. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Matt? How are you?
How about that, my man?
I tell you, it was so emotional because I thought I saved enough fuel and stayed out long enough because it looked like it was going caution free to the end there, and I thought I saved enough. So I was already stressing, biting my nails, like just hoping I would have at least one extra lap of fuel to get past Frank's. And then that green-white checker came out, and I had fresh tires in the pits, so...
Had some fresh Goodyear Eagles, my man.
What was that?
Fresh Goodyear Eagles in the pit road.
Yeah. Anytime you have the fresh Goodyears, you put those things on, especially with green-white checkers, so...
Or General Tires, whichever you may prefer.
Well, that'd be ARCA, so, we're NASCAR, so it'd be Goodyear Eagles.
But, man, you did a great job. You come home with the win here tonight as they all wrecked behind you to bring the yellow out to bring it to a close.
Yeah, I never want to see it end like that unless I'm leading, so I had a huge smile on my face when I all of a sudden started seeing cars spinning all over the place, so I would have loved to finish it on green because Fish, I feel like Michael Fish and I would have put on quite the last 2 laps there because His
Right.
car was hooked up on the outside. So, not gonna lie, I'm kind of a little bummed that we missed out on a possible such a good finish. But it was a great race. I mean, Johnny, I feel bad for my teammate Johnny because his car was on a rail all night long. Couldn't catch him, and yeah, and it's just his strategy. It just didn't work out for him. I feel bad for my teammates.
Yeah, me too, man. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, and he was, like I said, he was on a rail. And practice races, he was solid, and yeah, just he was hard to catch tonight too. He was lightning fast and could save his tires and save his equipment. So you get 30 laps in a run, and he was just going. So sucks for him, but like I said, I'll take the win. A win's a win. It's hard enough to get a win in this series with the guys we have. Such a hard. It's such a competitive league. So to get it, I'll take a win when I can get it. You know.
Take a win when you can get it. Good job, man. And what a night it was.
Yeah, it was very fun. I'm looking forward to watching the replay. So I can't wait. Can't wait for next weekend, Watkins Glen.
Well, again, dude, congrats and good job. And congratulations, buddy. And looking forward to seeing you at Watkins Glen in a week.
Yeah, thank you very much, Matt. And as always, I'd like to thank my wife, who always deals with me while dealing with all these races and the season. My parents who are watching, and anyone else who's watching, thank you. And thank all the guys who showed up. I think we had 22, and I think we put on one heck of a show. So thank you, everyone, for participating as always. And looking forward to next weekend. And I'm gonna go take a break and go outside and cool down because I am sweating.
There you go. Go cool off and enjoy the win, man.
Yes, I will. This felt like the Coca-Cola 600. This was such a long race. I'm dizzy.
There you go, man. Well, Musket, congratulations.
Have a good one, Matt. Thank you very much.
Go load your musket with some beer.
Oh, that's what I'm doing right now, getting ready.
All right, man. Congrats, buddy.
Have a good one, Matt. Thank you.
All right, let's talk to Brando. Hey, Brandon, Matt up here in the booth. You got me, sir.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All righty, officially P2 here tonight at Charlotte, man.
Yeah, kind of a shocker for a P2. I mean, I kind of ran 10th to 5th all day, and then got that lucky caution there with a couple to go and took advantage of a couple restarts there.
Is it better to be lucky or good some days?
I'd say lucky.
There you go, man. Well, again, top two finish, heading to Watkins Glen next week. Some road course lefty righty turns.
Yeah, that should be interesting. Some of us have trouble just going left already as it is, so let's throw some rights in there.
Yeah, I know, right? And let's make U-turns and let's go over and let's put a Hot Wheels loop in the middle of it and see what we got.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Got a little momentum now going into it too.
Momentum building up, right?
Yeah.
Well, man, I tell you what, the car, like you said, you didn't feel like you had a car that could get the second, but overall, I mean, hey, take what you can take.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get after the last few weeks. I felt like I've had better cars than what I finished, so like I said, better be lucky, I guess, than have a good run.
Oh, man. Luck and skill coming together to make it happen, right?
That's right.
Well, man, what's your closing thoughts on the night, and what are you looking forward to?
I think I'm just looking forward to keeping the momentum going and hopefully have another good run, and then we'll go into the 2-week break there.
There we go. Ho, 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 Christmas. Eggnog.
Yeah.
Beer. Whatever you may drink.
Yeah.
All righty, man. Anybody like to give a shout out to before I let you go?
I'd just like to give a shout out to the sponsors, Lit and Lardy's Barbecue, Josh's Lawn Care, Garen Family Maple, and Baker's Gazebo and Shed.
And 4, man. All right, man. Well, again, Brandon, congratulations. Top 2 here tonight.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
All righty. Now we're going to do some catch-up interviews. We're going to go to Aaron Brown. Aaron, you got a copy on me, man.
Yeah, man, I'm here.
All righty, man. Well, tonight didn't go as you planned it, but 1 week ago went a little bit better.
Yeah, last week was a weird thing. It was definitely better than tonight. Actually, tonight went just how I thought it would.
It happens, right? We all have those nights. Car
Yeah,
don't
right.
turn. It turns too much. It won't go straight. It won't go fast. You want to slam the wheel against the counter.
Yeah, I just
know.
couldn't keep them tires on the car, man. They were burning off almost as soon as I was putting them on.
Halfway through the race, you're like, oh, hell, I'm going to delete my iRacing subscription. What the fuck? Yeah, I've had those nights.
Yeah, no kidding, man, for sure.
Well, man, let's talk about last week a little bit, man. The crazy scenario, everything that happened, so much that went on last week. It's been a crazy week altogether.
Yeah, last week I started 14th. I fell off way back, next to last, 22nd. Ran there for 60, 65 laps, and Rob had given me some pointers in practice. I started using them, taking my time. Fought for 7th place with like 5 cars, and those cautions came out, put me up into 4th and then 3rd, and just got lucky there at the end when everybody got black flagged, man. It really wasn't me racing, it was more just luck.
Right. Well, man, you were able to pull it together here tonight for sure, buddy.
Yeah, it was my first win ever. Been doing this for about 4 months, so nice to take a win finally.
Well, man, congratulations. Good job. And, man, hopefully next week goes better than tonight did.
Boy, Watkins Glen, I don't know. It's going to be rough.
Oh, Watkins Glen, lefty-righty turns.
Yes, sir.
All righty, man. Aaron, we'll see you at Watkins Glen next week, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem, man. All right, we got one more here, Mr. Michael Fish. Mr. Fishman, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good. What about you, Matt?
Are you a walleye or a trout tonight?
Well, probably both, to be honest with you.
Oh.
So, you want to talk about Michigan first, or?
We can do either one you want to talk about first.
All right, well, we'll start with Michigan first.
All right.
You know, just had a really unfortunate ending to that race. Spun the tires on the final restart. Just a rookie mistake. Learned from it this time around. And, you know, I would have finished second either way, so I will take it. But it's just not really the way that I want to get that, you know. But all in all, it was a really good race. Went down to the wire until 2 to go, obviously, when the caution came out. So, but yeah, Charlotte, well, didn't really have a long run car. Made a couple adjustments on the last pit stop before the yellow with 2 to go, and I was catching up quite a bit. I was kind of hoping to see how it would go. If it played out till the white flag, because people were starting to run out of fuel and everything, but it is what it is. And that last restart, I tried. I tried to keep up with David and everything. It's just the green-white checkers are pretty chaotic, and went 3 wide into turn 1. 5 car comes down on me and wrecks the whole field pretty much, and has the audacity to blame me for it, but that's okay. We'll learn going forward with that and move on to Watkins Glen.
Racers are like elephants. They don't forget.
That's right. They never forget.
Never forget, man. Well, man, what a crazy last 2 weeks. Last 3 weeks, really. It's
Yeah,
been
I know
4.1, 4.2 tonight. And now we got Watkins Glen.
Yeah, Watkins Glen is going to be hectic, to be honest with you, but just hoping that I can put my Joe Sixpack Racing Camaro into the front. So.
Oh, man. Well, anybody you want to give a shout out to before I let you go?
I just want to give a shout out to It's Mike Racing. Go ahead and like and subscribe and all that. Got some stuff planned for the next couple weeks, so go and check it out.
All righty. Again, good job, bud.
All righty. Appreciate it, Matt.
All right. We'll talk to you later, man.
All righty.
All righty, everybody. Thank you for coming out here tonight. We'll be back with you at Watkins Glen. I got to get out of here and see what's going on with these kiddos. But thank you, everybody. And we'll see you next week at the Glen. Have a great night, everyone. Your winner tonight, David Wilmega, goes to victory lane at Charlotte. See y'all at Watkins Glen.